Good morning, everyone, and good evening, everyone. It's getting darker in the game, close to sunset here, and let's do some farming. I think, if I remember correctly, we were harvesting field 8 there. Hey, virtual reality farmer, hello. Oh, Kenworth, I didn't even see you. You're first. Kenworth beat you, VRF. Let's get over here. Get around the front of the tractor. Come on. And Ross Bossman. I was just on Ross Bossman's stream having some fun conversations. Chatted a little bit about my week this week. It's been an interesting week. We did no YouTube videos this week of trucking, so because, well, I haven't had my truck. I have not seen the video VRF you sent in my mail. I did see there was mail there. I have not had time to check my email yet. It's been a busy week. Kenworth, you target yourself. You target yourself. So basically what happened this week was, last week Saturday my truck went into the shop because it had an exhaust leak. And then they found that I was complaining about my bunk heat, so they checked that out too. Well, first, the exhaust leak was bigger than they thought, so they ordered parts, so my truck wasn't going to be ready till Tuesday night. Okay, all good. I was going to have Monday off and then drive Tuesday night. They found that my batteries on my bunk heat had holes in the bottom of them due to a loose bracket wearing down on them. So they replaced batteries and fixed the bracket in there. And when they started doing oil changes on it, they got to the rear diff and found metal in the rear diff, so they made a call and said it would take even longer. So the truck is fixed now. They finished it yesterday. So on Tuesday the company gave me a rental truck. I had to drive up to Kelowna, it's an hour away, dropped off my pickup truck there and jumped into the rental. It's just a Day Cab International Pro Star. Manual transmission. I'm not really used to driving manual transmissions, so it's a little tricksy, but I got it. And then as soon as I hit 90 kilometers an hour, I got the nastiest speed wobble out of that truck. The whole truck was shaking me off the highway. It was not a good truck to drive on highways. But anyway, I kept that in mind, and I went south to pick up my trailers. My load was out of Portland, Oregon, and it was headed to Trail, I think. Yes, Trail. Chingles. So I had dropped it in Osoyoos, my trailers, and put a locking pin on the trailer so nobody could go steal the trailer, and all good. I went down with the rental to the trailer, picked up my trailer, and my tarps were stolen. Those tarps are $3,500 each. 4 tarps, 14 grand. Ouch. And they didn't even loosen the straps holding down the tarps. They cut the strap holding down the tarp, so I don't know how much a strap costs, but probably pretty cheap compared to the tarps. So in the future, when I park trailers like that, I'm going to take the tarps off, put them in front of the wheels of the trailer, and drive onto the tarps. Apparently that's what some other truck drivers do, so I will do that in the future. So I delivered the load with a rental, picked up another load, because the shop called and told them that the truck would take even longer to repair. They put me into a sleeper truck, so I went to Salmo, picked up the sleeper truck. It's a backup truck that has been in the shop for months due to repairs, because it's been in, well, accidents and stuff, and they replaced a lot of things on that truck. So it hadn't really been driven long distance, given a good test drive yet, so I got to do that. Nice Kenworth, manual transmission. First thing we found out is it couldn't start up. I was in the shop parking lot and I couldn't start up the engine. So the shop had just closed, so there's nobody in the shop to boost me, so I ran into the parking lot and found there were still a couple people there, and they helped me out and we got the truck boosted. So I drove that evening, 6-7 hours, and the next morning the truck barely started up, so I called dispatch and told them that those batteries were not just dead from not having been driven for a while, but they were dead because those batteries are dead. So we stopped in Chilliwack, we got new batteries put in it, so all good. Drove into Vancouver, delivered our load. Crazy traffic jam, accidents in Vancouver, and all of a sudden the truck stalled, auto idle while in the traffic jam. Just stopped waiting. Yeah, we got the 2 batteries replaced. I got that part in there. And then it stalled again. And the third time it stalled while I was in gear, slowly idling along. And then the dashboard lit up like it was Christmas. I had beeping and stop lights and stop signs and a message that said, do not turn on engine or it'll damage the engine. I turned on the engine, drove about 500 feet down the road. There's a scale there. Pulled into the scale and turned it off. Called the company. They sent a tow truck my way. I started up the truck half an hour later because I was going to go move the trailers to the edge. I talked to the scale people and asked where they would like the trailers. I was going to park the trailers along the side there so the tow truck could grab the truck. And the engine had reset itself and all the stoplights had gone away. So we cancelled the tow truck. I drove the Kenworth to a Peterbilt shop because it was the nearest shop, and spent the night in the hotel while Peterbilt fixed my Kenworth. The engine was derated, so I had very little power. The engine derates itself to prevent further damage to the engine. So they fixed all the air codes on it. All the fun. The fridge still doesn't work on it. Some gauges still don't work on it. The radios, like the VHF radio doesn't work on it. The bunk heat doesn't work on it. But it drives now. It drives so much nicer. Peterbilt did a really good job of fixing it. We told them just to fix it far enough to get it home. They didn't fix everything on it that's broken. So now I dropped it off in Kelowna, picked up my pickup truck. What's that? And I never want to see that truck again. There's Farmer Joe. And now I have to go pick up my truck, which is now fixed. So it was a good week. Yeah, Kenworth and Peterbilt, they run a lot of the same parts. They definitely run the same engine. It's under the hood, same engine. So that's why Peterbilt was the best place to drop it off. So sadly, in a week, you guys will have one more week of trucking videos, and then there'll be a whole week of no videos because, well, I delivered 2 loads last week. Normally I deliver 5 to 7 loads a week, sometimes even more. I delivered 2 loads. The amount of time we spent in restaurants because the fridge didn't work and all our food went bad, we spent more money last week than we made. Yep. It was a good week. You know what? We still stayed positive the whole time. Didn't let it get us down, and we enjoyed, had fun. Found some mom and pop shops, restaurants near the repair place. Oh yeah, it was just pouring rain. I was soaked through because I didn't have my gear. All my gear's in my truck. I didn't have any of my rain gear with. I had to load the trailers in pouring rain, and we walked to a nearby restaurant to the Peterbilt dealership, so I was just soaking wet, but found a really nice little Chinese restaurant. It was really nice. It was a good week. How was your week? Hopefully not as entertaining as mine. Hopefully it was a little more boring. I'm not sure why that truck stalled in traffic while in gear. When I was sitting there idling in traffic, it makes sense. The Kenworth has a 5-minute shutoff programmed into this one. 5-minute idle time. So after the truck has idled for 5 minutes, it'll just shut down. So that part makes sense to me, but being in gear, slowly driving on the road and it shut down, that shouldn't happen. And then when I was dropping the truck off in the Peterbilt, I asked where to park the trailers. It stalled out twice while I was dropping my trailers. Kenworth says, tornado, thunderstorms, wind, sun, snow, and rain. You guys actually have tornadoes over there? Oh, I miss real thunderstorms. I know Jess's parents has had all sorts of special weather this week. Lots of flooding and oh, and you forgot hail. Yes, that comes with tornadoes and thunderstorms. I miss tornadoes and thunderstorms. I remember living in Manitoba and I chased tornadoes twice. I jumped in my Ford Explorer and twice I went and chased tornadoes. That was so much fun. You are looking for the tractor that's by the logging. That's the tractor you're looking for. Right there by the log, the Massey Ferguson. Huh? Those are not the droids you're looking for. That's the tractor you're looking for. No tornadoes or hurricanes in Lithuania. No tornadoes even. Interesting. I thought tornadoes could happen anywhere. I know tornadoes are extremely uncommon here in BC. The mountains don't allow for tornadoes to build up. But they have been known to happen once a millennia. Very, very, very rare here in BC. But Manitoba, yeah, they happen there all the time. Yeah, we're back into flood watch here in Penticton. They've draining the lake as fast as they can because the lake is rising way too fast. We're gonna have lots of flooding again this year. And mudslides. So the highway I'm going to take Sunday is closed right now because of mudslides. So we'll see if I'll be taking that highway on Sunday. Mudslides on a hairpin. You come around the corner at full speed around the hairpin and mudslide brakes. 24 degrees Celsius high, and your low is -3. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely a tornado type of weather. The cold and hot air mix, that makes very, very rough weather. It's +6 here. It's raining. It's been raining for, well, all week. Hey Logan, how's it going? And it's still raining, and at least I'll have my rain gear now, and the rain won't bother me as much. VRF says tomorrow he's going to have +18 degrees Celsius. That's nice temperatures. Yeah, we've been hitting +10. Well, hit +12 yesterday. So, and then usually frost, right around the frost freezing point at night. Yeah, I think you're the only country that measures in Fahrenheit. Logan, you must be from the US. Farmer Joe is from the US as well. She's always translating for me. I'm like, what's 32 Fahrenheit again? I don't want to learn. I'm American too, Logan. There's North America, Central America, and South America. You are a United States of America citizen, not just an American. There's a lot of Americans out there. Kenworth converted it to Celsius to make it easier. I saw that and I actually appreciate that because I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Logan, that's something that you guys in the US don't realize. Like people like, for instance, VRF, when we say America, VRF doesn't think US of A. He thinks Americas, as in North and South America. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth there, VRF, but I think that's the way you guys look at it. Us as Canadians, we recognize that US people call themselves Americans. So whenever you're talking to people around the world, just be careful when you say that you're an American, that you say that, hey, you're from the United States, because people won't necessarily realize that by saying American, that you're from the US of A. Oh, VRF was flying with his mom 2 hours ago. Got some good looking photos, awesome, hopefully we get to see those. We have wheat. No. We have barley? Our prices are not great. Go into storage. Are you going nuts, Farmer Joe? Oh. She's cleaning out the cows. Oh yeah, that's been in there forever. Yeah, I've tried to get that out of there forever ago. There's Farmer Joe in the background. You see her back there in the... Yeah, and Logan, I had never thought of it that way either until I started doing these YouTube videos. All of a sudden I'm like, I see how many people are misunderstanding what I'm saying because we think of things differently. Just like when I put my pants on in the UK, they're thinking I'm putting my underwear on. When I'm talking about pants, they would be saying trousers. So different words mean different things in different countries. I know the one teacher was explaining how she had told her students to take their pants off because they were all muddy and they had taken all their underwear off. It's like, no, that's not what I meant. You can't even upload them onto Discord because they're 4K. VRF, do you have Facebook or Instagram you can load them onto? What? Oh, I guess I have to wait for... There we go. Oh, sorry, Logan, I missed that. No, we're not playing on Xbox, we're on PC. I thought the game was later evening than I thought. Than it is? Yeah, that's weird. But it is getting later in the evening. By the time we're done this here, it should be getting dark outside. Now I'll have to either cultivate or plow this field. I'm not sure which. Let's take a look. We can just cultivate it, don't need plowing. And is there any other fields ready? Oh yeah, the one right by the farm here. It's not actually a field, that was a grass that I converted to a field. And that's wheat. Harvest that right away after this barley. So virtual reality farmer, I'm gonna put out an ad. A free ad for LastPass. I could never remember my passwords. I only remember one password now, and that's LastPass. You have to pay for LastPass. There might be a free version. Yeah, there's a free version. You're limited how many passwords you can put in there. Oh, it won't synchronize over multiple platforms. I can jump onto any of my friends' computers and all my like 50 plus passwords are on there as soon as I log into LastPass. It'll automatically fill my passwords. My passwords are super complicated and it doesn't matter because LastPass remembers them. Only one little trick: do not forget LastPass's password. There's no way of recovering that password. They don't know your password. It's encrypted. That's why it's so secure. Never ever lose that password. But it will solve all the rest of your password problems. Every single password I have is in LastPass. And all of Jess's passwords are in LastPass. Yeah, you can write secure notes in there. Anything you do in there is encrypted and it's secure, super secure. As long as your LastPass password is not a simple password, you make it something complicated. Something complicated that you're going to remember with no words in it. Because any word that's in a dictionary is easy password to break. The first thing hackers do is run through the dictionary, words in the dictionary. Any language. Any language, any dictionary, any language. Hackers run all the dictionaries through passwords first if they're trying to hack you. So don't use an actual word. And the longer the better. But make sure you remember that password or else you're dead. And no, LastPass doesn't pay me anything. It's a free advertisement for them. We just love that program. Did a lot of research into it. Talked to security people. It's very secure. Best password? Not quite. There's no letters and symbols in it. I mean, no numbers and symbols in it. You have to add some numbers and symbols into it too. And some uppercase. It's all lowercase, so it's not the best password. Just adding an underscore or period or just even one to it will make that password a lot harder to break. There we go. Now that's a password. We've got symbols, we've got letters, we've got numbers, uppercase, lowercase. That's a password. If that's going to be your last password, you better start remembering it. How to remember your password. Smash your head into the keyboard. If you smash your head into the keyboard just right, it'll be the right password. And you get to a different keyboard and it's a curved keyboard instead of a straight keyboard, and you're in trouble. Huh, something I never thought of. Both Farmer Joe and I have curved keyboards, but they're very differently curved. Oh, full. Let's go get at that tipper. Oh, canola. Farmer Joe says canola's a good price. It's still going up, so I'll finish this field. And then I'll likely sell a bunch of canola. We're getting close to enough money to buy a field. That'd be cool if we could get to that point. Oh, smashy. I'm reading comments. Not good. Don't text and drive. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed today's episode. As always, if you join us live stream, we keep farming after the episode ends. So join us live most Saturday and Sunday mornings. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a great day.